Action.
Hey, there's a battle for power in America, but boy, nobody tell the truth, man. Everybody wants some power, right? There's about like black people want power, white people want power, women want power, gay people want power. Everybody's battling for power. and the only way that some groups can play the game is to tell me what I can and cannot say and how am I supposed to say it.
Yeah, that's why.
Nancy Mace is out there getting busy in the Congress floor like, hey, I'm going to tell the truth. If I see a man, I saw a man, huh? We don't have to play pretend. We're not in kindergarten no more.
Right.
And I don't even know how we get to this place where I would think that Jasmine Crockett's thoughts, I would think that her thoughts be Nancy Mace's thoughts. I would think that, it would be a liberal white woman's thoughts and not no supposedly progressive black woman.
I mean, this conflict seemed like it just went viral because of the whole "child please," like all the animation that Miss Crockett has. So when I seen it a couple times, I was like, I'm gonna just bypass that because I feel like she's always doing this. But when I just looked deeper into what they were arguing about, I'm like, hey, you're saying that civil rights also covers delusion? Like that's what this lady and Nancy had the nuts to get up there and say it. You know what I'm saying? On the floor out there, like, hey, what's up?
She was the first female person to graduate from the Citadel. I was like, man, that's a big deal. That's the Marine College, yeah. And so,
right.
And she's the for real G.I. Jane, and she told that woman, if you want to get busy, we take it outside.
You want to take it outside? We can take it outside.
And I think there are ideas in America that are worth fighting for.
Right.
And I think, man, people are drawing the line.
Right.
Stop acting like that man with that wang tang is a girl. This doesn't make any sense. I don't want to play like that. I don't want to exist in a world that plays like that.
Hey, how do you say that we're living in a times right now that's anywhere close to the turbulent 60s? That's what Jasmine Crockett, is referring to this time right now. Like, what are the times that you're speaking of? When you can sit up there and speak freely the way you do, you can choose that moment, you can choose that position to make any real change that you possibly can, but instead you align something that is counterproductive to you, and you also use the vernacular language of the ghetto.
Hey, and when you try to be hyperbolic, it discounts what really happened. In the 60s, there was mass executions. Like, people really lost their lives. In the 70s, when there was the revolution, man, the weatherman, SDS, all these people, like, people was getting busy.
Right.
There was a book written called The Anarchist Cookbook, and in this book, it tells you specific ways on how to engage in domestic terror, how to make a bomb, how to pick a lock, how to steal a car, all these things. It's thick. I read through it. And so I'm just saying, there was a lot of violence in the 60s and 70s, even the 80s, even the 90s. And so right now, we're living the most peaceful time in the history of the world. And for these people like Jasmine Crockett to be so hyperbolic, like racism is still alive. Yeah. But it's different.
Right. Right.
And now it's different because we're playing the power game, and we're supposed to tell people that you're going to let me in your space because I said so. And at some point in time, if we're going to be a capitalist nation, you want your stuff. You want your house to be your house. And sometimes, hey, people are starting to say, hey, man, stop playing. This is my shit.
Do you really think we're living in the most peaceful time like ever in history?
In the history of the world, bro. Our lives, if you get, man, just air conditioning, clean water, access to clean food, nothing compares to the violence that we saw like in the 90s when crack was on the streets and we had crack wars. Like it just right now, man, it's safe right now, man.
That's true.
You ain't got to worry about getting punched in your face. It's safe right now.
That's true.
Now Houston is open carry, so you got to worry about getting shot in your face.
Hey, hey, nah, for real.
But I think that since we know that it's a deterrent. Right. I'm not gonna play with this person.
I think the amenities here, especially in the United States, is extraordinary. I think there's so much opportunity that we can just take and maximize it, but we spend time on the conversation of race or making it about race. Now, I made some commentary about this on TikTok. And all the comments that came in as I was saying that Jasmine Crockett is unprofessional, it was like, I'm attacking her. But would you be talking like that at your job? Would you be talking like that in a professional? Yeah, child. I know if you disagree with something, you don't have an appropriate way to address somebody intellectual.
attack that
Intellectually.
ideology. Like, where did this thought process come specifically from black women that I'm supposed to be able to say whatever I want, whenever I want, dress however I want,
Right.
and if I go to my employer, I can disrespect his place.
Right.
Man, when we was at ACC, right? There was a girl in the classroom, and it was so crazy, it was so bizarre because it was World History 2 or something like this, right? And so as the teacher is teaching, the black girl raised her hand and she said, didn't such and such, it was some type of historical figure, didn't he commit the act of taking a person, you know what I'm saying, he had slaves and he did all types of nasty things, illegitimate children? And the teacher said, yes. So why are we talking about him? I feel triggered. And she started going off. And the classroom started clapping and cheering and jeering. And I'm like, this is a classroom.
What?
And we're talking about history. Man, that girl got her stuff and stormed out, and guess what? She was bad. And you know how I know she was bad? Because she had the spandex on and she had the furry sandals on. You hear me? she got her refund check from the school and she got her nails done and hair did. And she let them yams out. And then go to tell the teacher that you ain't finna learn a thing because this person owns slaves. Welcome to the battle for America.
They
brother.
go unchecked. And because when somebody checks them and says, hey, I don't really like that, I don't like what you're doing, I don't think that represents us well, you get all this feedback, this nasty feedback. Because especially in our community, there's no real reverence for black men. So it's like if a black man's telling you that.
Hold on, you saying in the black community there's no reverence for black men?
Not from women.
God damn, that's a crazy ass thing.
That's
a crazy ass thing.
They feel like they're equal paring. They always do, like they're in direct competition with us.
I make more money than you. I go to college more than you.
Yeah, nah.
Who are you to tell me anything?
But hey, results are not reflective of that marketing.
There is a battle for power in America.
Yeah, for sure.
And Jasmine Crockett is trying to use her black womanhood to battle for power. And I'm like, but I don't agree with that though. I don't agree with your position. And so when we're living in a world where I don't agree with everything that Nancy Mace says, hell,
right.
I really don't listen to politicians because most of the time they be lying about something. They got paid to say what the hell it is they talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
But on a basic position that a man is a man and a woman is a woman, and if you want to go to statistical anomalies where there's a person who has both body parts or whatever, man, that's between her or them and God.
Right.
And they doctor. But for the vast majority of us, you can look inside your pants and you know what it is.
Right. So, I mean, also, I'm going to go ahead and say this too. I don't agree with this whole civil rights is for everyone. That's just me.
That's how they wrote the law, though.
You know, hey, we know why we had to initiate that because they was on your head. That's just how it is. And guess what? For the most part, they righted the wrong. We can vote. We can go work. We can go take advantage of our
destiny. The sentiment of what you're saying is very true. But when you look at how civil rights is written, a man can be a woman based on how it was written. You can't discriminate on a person based on how they identify. And so, like, and I think that it was written that way very specifically.
Right.
I think that some lawyer that, you know what I'm saying, like to go that way and play hey, was implicit in what he was doing because they wanted to come in the future. And man, it's a system of ideas. Like that's all of our society is, just a system of ideas.
Right.
Tell that story over and over again. And all of a sudden it becomes true.
Right.
Black girl magic, black girl magic, black girl magic.
The movement was not funded by us. So at the end of the day, you know, you have to go where the money is, however the money dictated. It's going to include itself too. You know, there was no real stronghold of just us saying, hey, this is outside of once we got out of slavery, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas want to lie. I mean, people in general, they want to lie. White niggas, black niggas, all niggas, people are lying. Just be honest. Whoever pays for it, that's the person with the power.
Right.
Huh? That's just what it is.
Right.
And if you're asking someone to pay for something, then you're not the powerful person.
And that's what has the game fucked up right now with like our women, because our women are out here making they're saying they're making all this money and they just want to dictate things. So again, I also said this too. We need, as far as politicians go, representation. Democratic Party, where are the men? Do y'all have any stout, stiff niggas over there? Like, it's not like how over on the red side, it's some brothers over there that at least they're standing on something. They're not being swayed. You know, why can't you be a Democrat and be like, hey, I'm gonna be a Democrat because I believe in this, but I ain't with that. Which you have a few of them, But all we see going viral is like people like her.
There's a masculinity crisis in America because men do not know how to be men. When I first got into the service in 2003, I I had superiors who would try to make me do things because they thought they could bully me because they had like rank and stuff like that. But the ship is really big. There are a lot of spaces, and a lot of times you're not leaving the ship, right? So if I know I'm gonna be here all day, I'm not doing this. And so I told these first classes and these chiefs and these people, nigga, I will beat your ass. Send me to the brig, whatever it is you want to do, nigga. Don't play with me.
Right.
However, whatever.
Right.
And now on a respect thing, he'll look like a hoe if you gotta go try to tell on me because you're still a man at the end of the day. And when I tell you ain't finna pump me in because they know they was doing wrong. It was an abuse of power. Like you can't make me do some old hoe ass shit you trying to make me do.
Right.
And so, but that's that's nasty business how they behave. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But most people, most men, they just sit there, they put their head down and allow a person to treat them any kind of way.
Yeah, I wasn't going for that shit either.
And I'm just saying, so like in institutions, because in every institution, man, respectfully, when I was incarcerated, their favorite thing was to make you get stripped down butt naked or with a whole bunch of men in a very small space, right? 50, 60 men all butt naked, and they motherfucking grab your ankles, put your ass up in the air. And these essays was burning ink. And the sergeant who was trying to make us strip, he knew who was burning ink. He was like, strip. I said, I ain't taking off nothing. Man, I was about to start a riot in that hole. And so, like, he sent everyone else outside, and they called the jump out boys on me. And homie was like, why don't you want to take your clothes off? I was like, because he's playing. He knows who's burning the ink, and he's over here trying to make me get butt naked. I'm not getting butt naked when you know what's going on. And homie said, he negotiated. You got to compromise. He said, look, I'm going to send all these people away, and it's just going to be me and you. And I just want your tops and bottoms. You ain't got to take your drawers off. I said, tops and bottoms? He said, yeah. I gave him tops and bottoms, nigga. When I put my shit back on, I went to the yard. Niggas cheered for me like I was goddamn Muhammad Ali or something. Because sometimes you got to tell the power system no. Nigga, no.
That's what's up, man.
I'm still not the person in power. I
Right.
still have to take my shit off.
Right.
I'm just saying, nigga, come on now.
Right.
Don't abuse your fucking power.
You was willing to go down fighting for that.
However, nigga, because getting butt naked in front of men does not make it's not fun for me.
Right.
Nigga, like I did it 100 times, and on that day, nigga, I don't want to.
Right.
Bitch.
Right.
Fuck. On today, I became a man. I don't care, bro. Like,
Yeah.
And I think that at some point in time, we have to look at our political system. I'm like, man, I don't like how this shit is happening. And
Right.
y'all are playing too much. Jasmine, Crockett, you playing too much. Nancy, Mace, you playing too much. Like, I gotta stop
Right.
playing with me.
Right. And just tell the truth and keep it real. You know, like it's disgusting that we even have to ask the question on what's a woman. Like that is wild. That is just the wildest thing. These small, minute issues that come up because we're just afraid to use like common sense. Man, where's the common sense at? Like we got to use common sense. Like, come on, dog.
There ain't no friction. I mean, like boredom is like I don't know, the devil's friend. So whatever the shit the saying is, and that's the place that we are in America because we have so much. Goddamn, we have so much food. We have so much entertainment. You never have to be bored. And then you just think and think and think. You stay up thinking, and these thoughts they start to run away with you. And then all of a sudden, well, I can be a girl, or I can be a whatever, and I can be a Furby, and all these like you can be a Furby. Like that's a goddamn cartoon character. Stop
That's
it.
crazy. Cause Matt watched that whole "What Is a Woman?" It was people on there identifying as not only a different sex but animals as well. I'm like, you can do this? Like that's some shit that people are really into or thinking that that's appropriate.
In the battle for power on the internet has made us all women because women are chatty patties, gossip, backbiting, all these
That's
things. This is what the internet is. The absence of physicality makes you a woman. That's the difference between a man and a woman. Bitch, I'll beat you up. Stop playing with me. And
That's
bitch
true.
is a universal word for any person who's acting in tendencies and behaviors that is negative and harmful and disrespectful.
I got an example of bitch behavior.
Tell me what bitch behavior is.
Okay, DJ Academics.
Oh, great segue.
So
Chatty patty.
let me tell you something. We're gonna get right to it.
He calls himself a chat nigga.
I am not talking about anything that don't happen on camera. In real life, it's so much that don't happen on the camera that just don't need to go to a number one.
What you mean?
Man, listen, bro. If we off over here at the crib and we got a situation going on.
Let's dial in. DJ Academics told on LeBron James talking about he be getting busy. This is what we're talking about specifically right now.
Specifically what we're talking about is, okay, yeah, let's set the stage. Academic says that, basically Drake would set it up for LeBron to come knock down chicks. You know what I'm saying? They was running 2 mans or whatever wild shit he said. Everybody knows. And it's always been some type of rumor, or people want to think that LeBron out here, he didn't have hoes, whatever the case may be. Okay, so Academics is after this little jab that's thrown in a Drake song. Academics is basically trying to expose this as being true and putting his proof out there and whatever the case may be. And I'm just saying like this, man. Pillow talking is a no. Pillow talking is a no. It does not matter what's going on, what you see.
Let's examine this for a second. So what has LeBron James done to Drake? I know that he's been jamming to this Kendrick Lamar song. This nigga be shooting shots. They not like us. Mustard. He be going hard. But is that, if we're friends and I'm listening to your competitor's music, are you going to hate me?
Nah.
Are you going to tell about all the times we had fun with some beautiful women? Like, what's happening right now?
I always defend Drake as an artist, not as a person. I don't know him as a person. I think his music is great, but I could tell you what's player and ain't player. I'm gonna just say it like that. At the end of the day, me and my guys, if you came up in a black neighborhood, maybe this is where the cultural divide does come apart. You're gonna get somebody talking about you, dragging on you, might fight you, whatever the case may be. I think there's a level of stiffness that you just get growing up. So, people, man, we fall out with family. So, like, at the end
gonna
of the day,
talk shit till you punch them in their mouth.
Man, yeah, I mean, that's true.
You might not even win, but you gotta get scuffed up a little bit.
Something's gonna happen to you. You get an understanding of that. So it's like at the end of the day, I would never have put out some real business like that. Like I don't it's just because I don't know. I do know. It's just not manly.
I guess I can understand that right now, especially in the world star time frame. And ass whooping lasts forever. You'll go viral, but it's at the same time, our attention spans are so short. So you'll be viral for like a half of a week, just like the hot tour girl, make $1 million and go away. Like, we have very fast trends. So your ass whooping will last. You'll get 1 million views of getting punched in your eye, but you live for tomorrow. But I think that's what niggas is afraid of being embarrassed.
I mean, for sure, niggas afraid of being embarrassed. And with that, but the internet allows for men to talk about men or come at men in a certain way. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
What's up?
I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care what rappers on podcasts, whatever real beef I got, it'll never hit this motherfucking camera.
Why? Why?
Because it ain't everybody's business.
Man.
It's not that, but because when we handling business, it needs to be understood where it lies at.
There ain't nothing more profitable than beef, though. Like, if we really got real beef, then to really violate you, it is to embarrass you. Like, I want to drag you on these internet streets. I want to drag you on these internet streets so bad that I'll make you want to do something when you see me.
I saw O'Shea Duke Jackson video actually right before I came here, and it's so funny. He was just talking about this. He was talking about that with Fresh and Fit, and how like a lot of people, a lot of channels build their content off beef. And how that's really not successful. Like
Jim Jones and Cameron.
It's no problem with just doing the slow grind and getting there and build it out. Now, I will say with Cam, they talk about sports. They got place here. They gonna do their thing.
No, I'm saying like the early in the days, Jim Jones proposed to Cameron, hey man, let's have an internal beef so we can like pump some records, like as a strategy. Like that's a real marketing thing. Even on YouTube, it's like a versus or a contrast is one of the best ways to promote content.
Yeah, man.
it just is, and we are some messy motherfuckers. That's Wendy Williams, nigga. Hey.
Yeah, but I ain't with it. Like at the end of the day, what I got to say, we either getting down with it or we not. That's why I feel like even here, like when we talking, we may have some disagreements, but we're aligned in the sense of, hey, this is where we standing at collectively, and these are the boundaries, and that's man shit. That's what I want to be tuned into. And to some degree, some have said that we gossip just based off of the content we give. But at the end of the day, we talking real with purpose and directly to you about things. We're using pop culture to direct you. A lot of these motherfuckers like getting into it with somebody. I don't give a fuck.
Everything that I'm saying, it's an agenda.
Yeah, right.
I believe that men and women are supposed to fall in love and make babies, right? And now I cannot negotiate the heartbreak. I can't negotiate the relationship dissolving. We can talk about strategies and how to have effective relationships.
Right.
But
Facts.
goddamn, the thing is that you're supposed to love you some coochie and go enjoy it.
That's true.
Like, golly. And that's the
true.
foundation of what I'm saying.
That's true.
And
Families.
so there's a battle in America right now over ideas. And a lot of people are alone. A lot of people are sad. And they're just sitting there holding their phone and they don't have no real connection with somebody because they don't know how to they don't have no social skills. Damn.
Hey man, that's why, like, hey, look, the relationship space, that's why it's so big, because everybody's trying to understand them, be a part of them, and even assess themselves. That's why that market is so huge. That's why you get it. But then what you end up with is a bunch of people up there saying a bunch of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter because they're speaking to a demographic that needs some type of information because of what you just said. Motherfuckers out here alone, man. They're lonely. They don't know how to go interact. The dating apps are just like ridiculous.
Let's dial in, especially on people like DJ Academics. We can even, he's a person who uses the service. If we go just a step forward to Mark Zuckerberg, the person who created the service, he was an antisocial individual. He was looking for a way to engage with people. Like, he was at college, man, surrounded by women, and the only thing that he could do was sit in front of a computer and try to code a way to talk to a girl and not actually go talk to the girl.
Oh man, that's a good point.
Like, think about what I'm saying. Our whole
that's
world,
crazy. That's crazy.
We're living an antisocial person's dream by being interacted on the computer. Like, when I talk to a woman in real life, I'm almost impressed at how they respond to conversation because they don't get that stimuli. They just don't get that. And a lot of men communicate through text or through Instagram, like some type of message, emojis, or like. But to have an in-depth conversation about anything, nigga, we can talk about Gossip Girl. I don't give a shit, bitch. What's up? We can talk about Wendy Williams. What's up? What are you into?
Yeah.
I care about what you care about. Let's talk about what you like.
You definitely, stimulating their mind is a blessing.
It's a damn superpower. Yeah. But if your DJ Academics and your whole environment is the computer screen and chat niggas, and so it's a nigga in front of a camera talking to 10,000 niggas about women or about whatever, and they don't even have the skills to do the thing they talking about.
Facts.
And now he became fucking rich, and now he's trying to get the social skills after. So he's learning his lumps in real life. He's 33 years old, taking his lumps in real life, telling on other men and what they do with their wang time.
At 33, bro.
Golly.
At 33, hey man, you're a grown man at this point.
I don't like, man.
You should know better than that, you know. And I mean, to be honest, LeBron wouldn't be wrong if he seen him out somewhere and, you know, just, you know, got some kind of understanding on that. Cause you have such a big platform.
and I think that respectfully, Savannah James probably told LeBron, nigga, just don't embarrass me, dog. Like, don't embarrass me, nigga. Like, I know you're LeBron James, man. Like, I married you. I know what you are. I believed in you before you believed in you, you knothead ass little nigga. Right? When you was slamming on Slam the magazine cover, still at the goddamn high school, nigga, I was like, yeah, that's my nigga. And so, just to put this shit in perspective, don't try to tear down on man's family. That's not what's up.
Nah, man, at all. And it's not gonna happen because she knows her man, and she's doing the right thing by staying with her man. That's her man. She's dealing with a man. She's not trying to do what the man does and compete with him and say, look, I can do the same thing and I can ruin myself because I'm trying to be you. Like, nah, she's not doing that. And we don't know what he's doing. Actually, I don't even care. I don't care. We care about him as a basketball player. Like, I don't care what he got going on personally. It's the same thing with Drake. I don't care what they got going on. You make great music.
Speculation, Matt. Like, if I was to speculate, right, man, if you're a powerful person and you travel from city to city and you remain faithful, goddamn boy, you one of the most untouchables of the niggas.
Man, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard when you're a young man. You're young.
What's that nigga's name?
Or even when you're an older man.
Was it AC Green, who was like a virgin the whole time he played basketball or something like that? I think it was like
as an LA Laker. That's what he said. Laker. That's what he said.
He never got no coochie. That's wild. I was like, God dang.
I ain't gonna lie. Bro, you got to be an exceptional person.
There's a I think she's a track star. Lolo Jones does she run track? I don't know.
Yeah. Lolo Jones, yeah.
And I think she said she was a virgin or something like this.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted to date her, and she was like, "It's so hard to date man, because man,
Do you believe that they're really virgins?
Man, she sucks some meat.
Yeah.
Man, I went to.
But I don't think she's a. Didn't she eventually get? She ain't get married.
I've heard some wild ass ideas. I heard women say they took it in the dookie shoot so they didn't so they could be a virgin. She said I took it in my dookie so I didn't. It's crazy. She said I give you some head though. I was like, girl, like.
Nah, we not playing them childish games, man.
The mind games we'll play with ourselves to try to get the thing that we want.
Hey, as a man though, you're an LA Laker. You're making money, and you're just like not indulging in the thoughts that's in the stands, or just you know what I'm saying. She likes the girl, the boys in the band type shit. Like that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You got to be a strong-willed man to not even get involved in that.
I get booty on the bus. I get booty at the plasma center. Hey, and it's interesting what you can do with some conversation and being clean.
Yeah.
Just to be nice, right? Like women are human beings too. They're looking for a nice time and a nice person.
Yeah.
They might not marry you, but they'll give you some.
Yeah, they'll give you some. They'll let you have some. They'll let you have some.
You know what I'm saying? That because so many men
and if
are
they
not
like you enough,
them.
they might have a baby with you. You know what I'm saying? And so
man.
they can have some sort of attachment with you for a long time.
I had wrote down this question. Like, I know that there's a battle for power, but right now men are trying to figure out who they are. And I heard that the number one search question for men is, how do I stop watching nasty movies on the internet? Like, how do I stop watching nasty movies on the internet? And I'm like, man, niggas really want to fall in love. Men really want to they really want women. But since the battle of power is happening, man, we can't even fall in love because a woman is trying to be powerful, man's trying to be powerful, and goddamn, there it is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll say this though. I think that men are not only just looking for long-term relationships. I think they want meaningful relationships too, because at the end, you know, at some point, because you can't really have that in multiplicity, even though it may make you feel good. If you can afford it, you can do it. But I think the average man who are probably asking these questions, and I'm not saying it's just a socioeconomic status, but just, you know, most men
don't want to marry a whore.
Don't want to marry a whore. Don't want to be jacking off forever. You know what I'm saying? They want to have real relations. And in an age where everything's digital, that's how you're meeting people. It's kind of difficult.
Hey, they're talking about boys are falling in love with chatbots right now. Bro, right now.
Dog, are you serious?
I'm not right now.
Are falling in love with chatbots. Wait till they put them in robots.
Man, and right now, freaking there you can create the digital images, and so once that is open, man, they're gonna have the thoughts and the visuals, and it's the end of America.
And then it'll be like subservience. You don't know what subservience is? Subservience is a movie on Netflix where this dude started cheating on his wife with a robot that had AI in it, dog. And it's Megan Fox playing the robot. And he was beating the metal out this robot. I'm like, dog, is this what's really coming into view? But then the robot it's a movie. So the robot ended up being evil and trying to take over the world, whatever. But
The Greatest American Alive. The Greatest American Alive. The Greatest American Alive. The Greatest American Alive. The Greatest American Alive.